Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Birdbox podcast. I can't believe it's been 5 months since we started this, and we're just about to hit May. And the dog is just in front of us doing weird things and padding around, so sorry about that. I'm sure you got used to it by now. So what have we been up to over this month?
Oh my goodness, this month has been a bit of a well, shock to the system.
No Daniel, we're podcasting today.
Yeah, we can't shout Daniel, we're podcasting
it's
anymore.
Very quiet.
He doesn't live here anymore.
He doesn't live here anymore.
Very quiet.
It's amazing. We said it on the last podcast that he got a really great job. He'd been unemployed for about 10 months. A job came up, he applied for it, so did 90 other people. And he got it, and it's absolutely incredible. But he's had to move to Cardiff, and he's been there for 2 weeks today, and I'm still heartbroken.
And me and John aren't jealous at all, are we, John?
Not very much. I mean,
we were both going to be graphic designers, and then something went wrong,
and then we both ended up in teaching.
Yeah. Dan's living the dream.
So I will not let Dan go into teaching.
No, we don't need to.
But yeah, he's been living over there for a couple of weeks, so it's been very strange here. It's just us and the dog now, and it's taken me a while to get used to that. I think uni's different because he kept coming back, but now he's working. He's got a new life.
The dog likes it though.
Yeah, the dog keeps
sleeping
on his bed. The dog's got a double bed.
As long as she doesn't start eating as much as he did.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Our food bill is halved.
I bet.
But we do miss him. He leaves a big gap.
We do.
He's a big boy and he's quite noisy.
It has meant that it's been a quiet month for us with regards to knitting, actually, in quite a few areas, because we spent a number of days over in Cardiff trying to find properties for him to live in, and also just keeping in touch with him, finding out what's going on, making sure he's got what he needs,
furniture,
putting up IKEA furniture for him, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, I've got
loads
of knitting.
That's cool. That's all right.
Yeah. I've not done a lot.
We still had a week of school holidays, didn't we, between this podcast and the last?
Yeah, and she
still did quite a bit of knitting.
Yeah, she's basically a knitting machine, so she whizzes through stuff. I've been a little bit pain with my hands and different parts, but then I am 13 years older than her, so I get achy bones.
But it has also been a month for a few new starts. So the Yarn Club went really well for the first episode of that.
Mum was thrilled with it.
Hope you all enjoyed Ground for Griggles, which was the first yarn that came out. Great name for really bluebells. We'll tell you a bit more about that later on in the podcast. And also 1 or 2 collaborations that are on the horizon and have started this month as well. So really excited about that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I had a really cool trip to London as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Did a lot of eating and drinking in really nice places. It was a real treat.
Yeah.
Went to First Dates restaurant again. Yeah. And that was fun.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you've done some lovely things. I'm trying to rack my brain.
You bumped into a celebrity as well,
I met a celebrity this week. I'm so excited. I've seen it all on Instagram. Her name's Marina and she's on Goggleball.
And she was great on Friday.
Big up for Marina.
I saw a celebrity yesterday.
Did you?
Randomly. Yeah. I was walking through Bath and I saw Sharon Davis this summer.
No way.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it was her. We were fairly close and I was like, I think that's her. I was like really staring.
Was she a lot taller?
Yeah, really tall.
Yeah, a lot taller than her.
I'm pretty sure it was her. And I saw a celebrity in London. I always see celebrities when I go to London. We were in the Ivy in Soho. Only Ivy Brasserie, not that posh. Yeah. And we were sitting at the bar, and when I stopped looking at the hot waiter, my friend was going, "There's a celebrity over there, but I don't know his name." And we were like looking at him, and 2 weeks later, she texted me going, "He was in Broadchurch."
Oh,
and he was Mark Latimer.
Yeah.
I don't watch it myself, but I knew him, and I recognised him.
One of the main characters.
Yeah, he was in Cranford.
Oh, he's been in
lots
loads
of other
stuff.
things. Yeah,
loads and loads and loads.
Yeah,
yeah. Awesome.
So
I love that. Celeb spotting. I got a little bit kind of, and then I went up to her and asked for a selfie, which I never do.
What was she like? Was she really
so
sweet?
She was really
I said,
sweet.
"You're the lady from Gogglebox."
Really
She said, "Yes, I am, my dear."
Aww.
I said, "Can we have a selfie?" She went, "Yes, of course."
She must be quite used to it by now.
Yeah, I think she was a bit of a star.
Oh,
yeah, she was cute.
Well, listen, it seems as if there is quite a lot actually has gone on over this month. So
crazy.
I think I'd better leave you to it.
Yeah.
And you can talk about all your works in progress and
you.
What you've been up to. Talk about me if you like. Okay? Well, I'll catch up with you a bit later. Okay? Cheers.
Bye.
Right then, so time for some knitting.
Yeah.
So FOs this month.
Wow,
But,
I
you
think-
know, look, we're a bit matchy-matchy, do you notice?
Veronica on today.
I finished mine. I suddenly got a little bit of a spurt of enthusiasm. on
Yeah,
this, so
it can be a little bit monotonous because it's
when
a
you're going
big
even
piece
rows
of
across the back.
fabric is a very big piece.
Once
of
you
fabric.
get to the decreases again,
Yeah,
it goes
it's like
short really suddenly. And
Yeah, but
it's great.
you made a couple of modifications.
Yeah,
didn't
so
you?
when I finished making mine and I put it on, walked from one room to another, and in the process got caught on 3 door handles. So I'm not having this.
It drives me
So
mad.
you're only supposed to seam the ribbon there, but I actually seamed it right up there to make the armholes a lot smaller, and then
And I
because
thought
did
it was
it,
such
Claire
a good
did the
idea.
same thing.
I did the same thing because every door handle you walk past, you fling yourself back into the room, and it's really annoying.
But it's just such a fab pattern.
Oh, I
It's
love it.
lovely to wear. It's
it's
really
snuggly.
cosy. Goes with my dungarees, so I really like it.
Love it.
And it was Aldi yarn, so it was $3.99, but I had to just break into my second ball like you did.
It's really annoying,
So annoying.
yeah.
Probably for,
Yeah.
I don't know, 50 metres
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah, so you've got 750
But still,
metres of
fiver. A fiver.
But you'd
It's
be able to
fine.
make something else
Yeah,
leftovers anyway,
exactly.
so it's fine.
Exactly,
yeah.
because this is a big garment. You know,
Yeah.
it's not fitted. It's like, there's a lot of fabric.
Yeah,
to it, so.
it's great. I love
But it's
it.
lovely. It's
quite
snuggly.
lovely
But it's
bit
quite
and
good for the
shawl
spring
pin.
because you got your arms out.
I think a pin would be like a short pin or
Yeah.
something because it doesn't fall very nice. That's what I always think. It just looks a bit funny when it
You've
falls.
got to get it right. If you can get it so it like falls nice over your bum.
Yes, it falls nicely over my bum.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all right.
Not that you want to see that.
Well,
But
we
yeah,
haven't got
I
wide
could
angle
quite-
lens today.
Shut your face. I could quite fancy a pin there.
I bought some like kilt pin type
yeah,
ones.
that'd
You
be
can have some of
cool.
those if you want. I've
Yeah.
got loads of them.
Might buy that. But I love this. We came in from a walk this morning with our eldest son, and the house was colder than it was outside, so I just chucked this on over my jumper.
Nice. Nice.
Love it. So
Right
you
then.
go because you've got a little pile of finished
I
things
have. So my first finished item, you might have seen in our opening credits, hopefully, if John's able to put the videos in. So I finished my Hermione's Everyday Socks. Now,
Pattern looks fab.
this yarn is the big one from Fab Funky Fibres. I think it's 24 colour
Incredible.
repeat.
Incredible.
And then I use their navy blue for the toes. And the pattern is Hermione's Everyday Socks by Erica Luda, which I love. It's virtually like a vanilla sock to me, really.
I think it looks so much nicer in that.
It looks
yarn
lovely,
than
and
I've
it makes
seen on
it
any
really
other
like
sock.
brings the stripes out.
Yeah, I think so.
And you'll notice that with the leftovers, I made a little pair for Freya. Now, I was hoping to show them, but I gave them to her yesterday, and there was no
You're not
prizing
getting them
off
back.
it. She wore them all day. She wore them to bed. She woke up saying, "I've got my rainbow socks on," so there was no chance.
Nope.
But she loved them, and they're a little bit too big, so they'll
Yeah,
last her
they'll
a nice
last.
long time. So.
And Becky's going to get a matching tutu as well.
Yeah, I want the matching too. Yeah. I only bought it for her because I wanted it. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with those.
I love
Can't
them.
wait to wear them.
Absolutely
Though I'm not really
love
wearing
them.
socks now, so they might
I
might
don't
go in my
know.
pile. Well,
7
yeah.
degrees today. It's
I know,
freezing.
I know. I'm starting to think that everything I make now is going to go in a pile, and then in September, October time, I'll look forward to having a whole pile of new knitted things.
Yeah.
I did that last year just with socks, and it was so nice.
Yeah. Okay, really sorry. But John, the dog wants to go out.
Typical. Right then, shall I do another one? Right, you need to meet this little guy.
He's so cute.
It's Bon Bon Bunny.
He's so cute.
He is the cutest thing. Oh, sorry, I should have done the Kerry look away thing.
Oh,
Kerry, look away. I
away,
don't think
Kerry.
she watches. So this is for our new great niece or nephew who is due in just 14 weeks' time. And we're hoping to see a new picture of today. They're having a 4D scan, so it's very exciting.
yeah.
So Bon Bon Bunny is a pattern by
Tail.
Knit Sherlock, which I just love the name. Look at that tail.
It's the best
so
tail
cute.
ever.
This pattern it's just genius. It's absolute genius. It's
Yeah, I've loved knitting
really
them.
easy,
Yeah.
and you join it as you go. You knit in the pieces, so there's no complicated seaming or worrying that it's going to come apart,
No,
which
they
worries me with
Drag
things
it
like that.
around as much as they like.
And I love all like the heavy limbs and the floppy ears and stuff. It's
Oh, I love
really,
the yarn. You have to
really
get that
cute.
really, really close
So
and
the
show the
yarn, it was leftovers from my What the Fade. It's
Oh.
Troublemaker by Olann, held double with Boudoir by West Green Knot Yarn.
Oh, so cute.
So it was great fusing up
They were made for
leftovers.
each other, weren't they?
I'll show you in a minute. I've started another one already. I think I'm just going to need a supply of these in for like
Yeah.
babies' birthdays and
I've got
things.
tons of yarn you can have.
But they're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
I just love it.
Oh, I love
I just love it. If you want to make a toy, go for that pattern. It's awesome.
Yeah, Yeah,
and also
recommend it
the
too.
pattern. When you look on the Ravelry page, it says worsted yarn, but in the pattern it doesn't actually state yarn or needle size, so you can use any. So I used fingering held double.
I've done one in DK.
Yeah, so I think, you know, you could do
make
one in
smaller or
worsted and it'd be a little
bigger,
bit bigger. It'd be lovely,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Oh,
I think that's
absolutely.
probably the smallest I would go. I think fingering would be a bit too tiny, but yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, use any yarn you've
Chuffed
got.
with that one.
Oh, it's awesome. Go on, go for it.
Right, hang on, I need a drink.
You do? Okay. I haven't got any of them.
Right, okay. Next, well, this one's not actually an FO, this is a mended object. Because this is really weird. I've never had any problems with going through my socks before. I made these socks probably about this time last year. I think I made them when I was laid up on my hip.
Yeah.
They're the Vintage Fairy Light socks by Helen Stewart.
Another great pattern.
Great pattern.
Love
I think
that
these were the first pattern socks I ever did.
I love that pattern.
And I've got another pair of that I showed a few months back called the Snowfall socks. And I wore them around London, and when I took my boots off, I had holes in both toes. I've never done that, so I thought that's really weird, but maybe it's just because I was on my feet for a long time. Well, the next week I wore these, and I think it was only to work, and I had the same problem, and I thought this is really weird. I never go through on socks.
Same yarn?
No. Put my hand inside my boots. I had a rough bit inside my boots.
Oh no.
So that's what it was. I was blaming because the other socks were BFL bamboo, and I thought, oh, that's it. It's the bamboo. It's rubbish, you know. But no, I take it back. The bamboo's great. It was my scratchy old boots, so I've thrown those boots out now. So what I did was I just picked up the stitches and knit a new toe on it, and I quite like it.
Oh,
it's quite fun. I think it's one of your minis.
I love it.
One of your cocktail minis.
Oh yeah, it is.
And it just sort of just peps the socks up a little bit.
Yeah, I love it. It really picks up on the
so that yarn is really fun. It's Industrial Accident by Mothie and the Squid on Donegal coloured neps. So it's really pretty.
Really lovely.
Love it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you rescued them. I was worried about that.
Yeah, that's one rescued pair, and I've got another pair to rescue.
Oh, you've got to do another one.
Next one. So this is now Kate would love this because Kate just thinks I knit nothing but flax lights. So this is for Kate. I've knit another flax light this time just to make it more interesting. I've not done the garter panel again because it just makes it a lot quicker. And this time I decided to do a little rolled collar.
That's cute.
So instead of doing the ribs around the top, I did a little rolled collar, and then I did short sleeves. So I thought it'd be really cute over a long sleeved t-shirt. No, this one's actually from my friend Ted's niece, Isla.
Oh, beautiful yarn.
Who's about the same age as Freya, and her mum's always admired my knitting, so I said I'd make her something. This yarn is by our good friend Sophie at Pixie Yarns. It's called 22, which we're informed that was her favourite number. 2 is her favourite number, so that's why she called it 22. Why not? And the colours are amazing. There's like little neon flashes.
It's got everything. It's sort of pastel,
and also,
neon bright.
I wish I brought the rest of the yarn with me, because in the cake it looks like quite pale, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it knits up like so much more like
it's really poppy.
like intense.
Yeah, it's really poppy.
Gorgeous. She's gonna love it. She's
Busy.
a real pretty little thing. She's gonna love that.
That looks so
I'll send that off in the next few days for her.
Down skirt with something really, really cute.
Yeah, it would be cute, and maybe dungarees or something like that.
I do have something finished, but I didn't make it. So the funny thing is, I dyed up some yarn a little while back, and it was sitting in the shop for a little bit. So I gave it to Mum to knit up, just to show off the yarn a bit. And actually, somebody bought all the other 3 skeins yesterday, so I haven't got any left anyway. So this is our the Duchess yarn. And this is in DK.
Gorgeous.
What was the hat pattern called now? I can't remember now.
Oh no. I'll have to find out and get John to put it on the screen.
Yeah, we'll find out the hat pattern. I did buy it on Ravelry for Mum.
It's a
to knit
mock
up.
cable, I know.
Yeah, it is mock cable. But I just love the yarn. And then she stuck a gorgeous pom-pom on. Unfortunately, it's a little bit small for us too, because we have quite generous heads.
Yeah, the Normans have big heads, don't they?
Yeah, we do. But this will go to Freya in the summer. In
October for her birthday.
In October for her birthday, and she'll love that because you're not allowed to go to Freya's house without something knitted.
No, and I'll just point out, because a few people have asked me lately, this pom-pom is a 90p keyring from Primark.
And there's the elastic
so
loop.
all you do is just prise the keyring attachment off, and it's on quite like a nice solid elastic loop, and then I just thread that through the hole at the top and sew it in. And it's just as good as a
It's brilliant.
a
I think it's
$5.99
brilliant. It's not
pom-pom.
even remotely wobbly or anything.
No, and they're a bit more solid.
They're
so
solid, lovely,
they look
fluffy,
really nice.
and
So.
that will just look so
The only
cute
problem is
on
at the moment
her.
they don't have that many colours in, but hopefully they'll.
Yeah.
I just keep checking to make sure.
Sorry, you didn't hear me last time.
John, let the dog out.
Sorry, she's standing.
She's being really
practically
annoying.
up against the back door.
Let the dog out.
Yeah.
So yeah, this yarn is gorgeous, but unfortunately we no longer have any left.
It would look amazing in a sweater.
Yeah, somebody's bought 3 skeins, and
So I guess that's what they're going to do
yeah,
with
I
it.
think so. It's off to Texas.
Oh, wow. Well, if you're watching and you bought it, show us what you make with it.
What you made, definitely. But I absolutely, it feels amazing. Mum was thrilled. She said it just knitted up so nice.
she
She
did
really
it in
enjoyed it, didn't she?
like a day or two.
Yeah, literally 2 days. That was
Yeah.
done. So love it.
Lovely, lovely. Right,
The Duchess.
my last FO is a slightly bigger pair of socks than you'll normally see me make.
She's not going to do it again, that's for sure.
No, do you know what? It
didn't
wasn't
mind.
that bad
No,
actually.
it's
I
fine.
knit most of them on the way to London in the car. So it was, I was just chatting and listening to music and stuff, so it wasn't
I'm
too bad.
thrilled with them.
So this is John's the Commodore yarn. So it's lovely. It's got it's a lot more variegated than you'd
Yeah,
realise
it's a tonal
actually.
blue, and it was kind of, it was yellow and then over dyed.
Yeah, and it's got some lovely, really dark navy bits.
So, yeah.
So these
Okay.
are a size 11 and a half.
They are
My feet are a small 5, so it's quite a bit bigger than mine.
You can go on holiday in
these
those.
are actually for Freya's dad for his birthday. He's been nagging me for ages for some new socks.
He wears
so.
Crocs and they're like boots.
But there we go. He will be thrilled with those, I'm sure.
He feels a bit left out, doesn't he?
He does. I keep saying, no, but your feet are too big. And he's like, well, you like knitting. What's the problem? He just doesn't get
Don't
it.
get it, the hard work that goes into it.
But no, not that. It's not that. It's that, that we like knitting, but we like knitting on lots of different projects. We don't want to knit on one vanilla pair of socks.
Enormous socks.
He doesn't get the whole,
Yeah. I'm thrilled with how the yarn's knitted
but it
up
looks
there.
lovely.
Really chuffed with that. I love the variation and
Yeah.
pops of yellow.
You said to me, isn't it going to be boring knitting navy socks, navy vanilla socks?
No,
but
but
actually,
it's not.
it
It's so
wasn't at all.
tonal. Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely.
Oh, I hope he likes them. He better
I'm
have.
sure he will. I'm sure he will.
So I have
The teeniest FOs in the world.
eyebrows or a moustache. We're just getting involved in it's for the Rainbow Run. So Children's Hospice Southwest every year do the Rainbow Run, and you run across the downs.
I've run it. It's amazing.
And you run through different stations at different times, and they throw powder paint at you, and by the end of it, you're absolutely plastered in paint, and you're all different colours.
You really are. I couldn't get it off for days. It was,
And it's
it was in my
mostly all merges
underwear.
together and ends up like a murky brown anyway. But so I'm not sure what's happening with these.
It's to promote the Rainbow Run. So
Right.
they're hoping to make 5,000 of them.
They want to make 5,000 rainbows.
to distribute to promote it, because it's not just on the Bristol Downs. It's
It's
several
everywhere,
around
yeah,
the
yeah,
country. Right in the southwest. I
Yeah,
think.
Southwest, but I thought they make good eyebrows.
Yeah, they're very nice.
So I've made a couple of those. The pattern is very simple, just a few increases, and it says it's courtesy of Tina Rogers, and it's for Charlton Farm, which is where our nephews go to hospice.
And it's a
For
lovely place.
respite,
My friend works there,
Yeah.
so she's sort of got us all involved, hasn't she?
Yes,
So,
she has, and they just do the most incredible job there,
Yeah.
and our boys they have the
Yeah.
best time when they go there, and obviously our brother and his wife get to have a bit of a break. So
It's a great
so it's
place.
really important to us. It's a very, very special place
Yeah.
to us, and I'll go into something else that I'm doing for Charlton Farm. May as well while we're
Yeah, go for it.
because it's kind of a finished object. So my gorgeous friend Nikki, or our gorgeous friend Nikki, who's Clara Peggotty on
Peggotty.
Instagram, asked if I'd like some of her sort of weaving leftovers, and she was having a bit of a sort out, I think, and so she sent me some woven fabrics, and she sent me some lining fabrics, and I just thought, oh, I can't just make them and sell them. I wouldn't feel right doing
No.
that, so we decided that I'd make some bags, and we would send the money to Charlton Farm Children's Hospice Southwest. So I've made some kind of bucket style bags. This one's not finished yet because it doesn't have any poppers on, so there'll be a popper there and there to hold it together. It's got a little handle, it's got a
really
funky
nice.
lining, and then I thought you can just roll them down and just use them like bins, so you can just sit them up.
I do that with most of my project bags.
Yeah.
It's really
I
handy.
thought I think with all the bulk, I didn't want to try and put zips in either. So, but this is one of them. Love this one. So I've got to finish that one off.
Nikki is awesome. Weaving goals.
Look at there.
How did you do that?
It's
She's
awesome.
genius.
It is
that
incredible.
woman.
So it's a linen viscose base, and then she sent me this gorgeous lining. It's sort of floral, but it's got birdies on it. And it's really pretty. It just seems to go really well with that. And I put a handle on this one as well.
Very farmhouse kitchen, that one.
Yes, isn't it? I love it.
That's what you should call it.
But it's really funny because she sent me the pile of fabrics and they all seem to go with something.
Yeah. Wow, she's not just streamed together.
Wow. There's no handle on this one because it was the first one I made.
It's alright, they don't have to worry because they're going to have to fight me for that one. Anyway.
Oh, Beki wants this one because it's got pencils.
It's got pencils in it, it's so cute.
And it's nice wide bottom and it's just a bit like you really.
I knew you were going to say that. What's it?
Yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I
one.
love it. You can roll it down. And yeah, just it sits up nicely. I made the interfacing firmer on the bottom, so because it's got to hold the weight of the weaving. But I love that one so much. And trouble is, when you put two poppers on, I see faces. just looks like eyes, and then it really annoys me.
I couldn't work out what you meant.
It's got eyes. And so this one,
at me.
so I had to take them off of this one and put 3 in because it looked like it had a funny mouth as well.
Now it looks like an alien.
It just looks like an alien. So this one's enormous.
You weirdo.
Oh, I know. So I've 3 poppers because it is really large. It's a
That'd
very
be really good for like a scrappy blanket. Or
perfect.
something like that.
It's certainly sweater size, that's for sure. And I love this one. It doesn't match up, but that's just the nature of the weaving. But I love it, and it's got
Gorgeous.
clouds. So this, all the money will go to Charlton Farm.
So when are they going in the shop?
Well, I don't know that they'll go in the shop. They may
Okay.
just go on Instagram because of Etsy fees and that kind of thing. I've got 3 more to make, which I'm hoping to get done this week. So it could be as soon as the week after. So keep your eyes peeled in the next couple of weeks on Instagram, and I will announce when they're going up for sale. But Nikki is actually sending me some of her handmade buttons to go on there.
Oh,
I said I've got my Bird Street logo, and she's sending me
we need
some
some hugs from Clara.
They kind of knitted buttons. They look like and so not the hugs ones.
Oh right, okay.
Her Fimo knitted buttons, so there will be buttons going on there as well from Nikki as well. So
Sorry, the dog's just licked my hand.
she loves you.
Oh, honestly.
So I've got a couple more fabrics. So these are the fabrics I've got left. I love this one. So it's grey with colourful stripes. Love that one.
Reminds me of like crayons or something.
I know.
That would look nice with a pencil. I know.
Yeah. This one's browns, so it'll be obviously be darker on the back.
That's nice.
One and sort of lighter, but yeah, I just think it's lovely. I absolutely love it.
That's pretty.
And then a lovely pastel coloured one.
Tell you what, there's a West Yorkshire Spinners sock yarn that looks like that. These colours.
Yeah, I've seen some nice ones. Yeah, the are they cocktails?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
So I've got 3 more to make. In fact, I've got some more of this one, so I'll probably do another one like this as well, but it'll be a different lining. So there should be 8 altogether. It's not very many, but the money will be really well used. I can't tell you what an amazing place that is, and the staff there are just out of this world. They really are.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right then, so have you got any other FOs?
I've got one more.
Sewing one.
I've got a sewing FO.
Ooh, goodness
because
me.
my hands have been bad and my elbows been painful, and I'm just a miserable old bag.
It's nothing to do with your hands though, is it?
And I've been a bit, because Dan left home, and I've just been a bit meh. So I didn't want to knit too much, and I couldn't knit too much because my fingers are painful. So I made a dress.
That's cool. I love
it's
the fabric.
It's kind of heavy t-shirt,
like sweatshirt.
almost light sweatshirt, and it's embossed.
I want a sweatshirt like that.
So it's kind of got a floral embossed. That's the inside.
Oh yeah.
You can't see it so well on the outside, and it's metallic.
That is so cool.
So I made this dress. I added a pocket. It didn't have a pocket on the pattern. It's just a shift dress. It's not very tidy around the neckline because I don't have an overlocker. The sleeves are a little bit tight. I do feel a bit like a Tyrannosaurus.
Is that your bingo wings?
Wow, it could be my bingo wings. Do you know any Tyrannosaurus ones?
Yeah.
But I put it on and John said, oh, you look like something out of Star Trek. So now I don't want to wear it.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Obviously, you know.
So you can have it if you want.
Can I?
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I'm not going to wear it. It made me feel like Lieutenant Uhuru.
I don't know who that is. I'm not.
Well, there you go. Oh, no, well, you're not old like me either. So yeah, just don't worry. So yeah, that was my dress. So
Cool.
I have plans, but we'll go into that later.
Cool. So whips. My first whip. I'm gutted. I managed to leave it at home.
Can't believe you
So
did that.
hopefully John's going to pop a little picture in here. So my first whip is the Herbarium sweater by NCL Knits.
It's so gorgeous.
It's really gorgeous. The pattern. I saw.
colour.
I watched Tales from Yemanya, Hannah, and she made it.
I keep meaning to watch.
She's lovely.
that.
You should watch it. She knits really lovely things. She made it in grey, so I was like, oh, I need that jumper. Like, that is really my style. It's quite a nice like spring one because it's lacy on the front and it's quite fitted, so it's not a warm woolly jumper. And I bought Drops Baby Merino
the
for
colour
it.
is
Wool Warehouse have got
stunning.
Drops Baby Merino for $1.95 for 50 grams at the moment. So I bought quite a lot of it. So I've bought all of the yarn for it for 12 quid. So it's a bargain. And I bought it in electric blue.
It is gorgeous.
Which is really, really pretty. So I've not done very much yet. I've probably done about maybe 5 or 6 inches. But I'm enjoying every stitch. I had a little bit of a wobble over the pattern. There was a tricky bit, wasn't there? I ended up, me and Mum sat down, and I think it might have been something to do with the translation or something, I don't know. But it confused me, and then there were some different charts, but I've worked it out, and it made me so chuffed that I managed to work that out.
It makes me chuffed because you weren't really into knitting.
No, I wasn't
and then
a skilled
you
knitter
started
at
knitting
all.
socks, and you thought you'd only knit socks, and then you're just trying everything. And I love it.
Well, and it's really nice, isn't it?
I
It's
love
so
it.
satisfying when
It
you work
just
out something
makes
complicated.
me very happy.
Now I'm not afraid to try anything,
No.
which is really nice.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll keep going on that one. You'll probably
it's
see it
gorgeous.
again as a whip, I would imagine. I doubt if I'll finish it this month. I don't know, who knows? I've got a bit of half term, haven't I, this month? But I've also got a very, very busy month, so we shall see. But yeah, that's an exciting one. I can't believe I left it at home. I will. There are some progress pictures on my Instagram. If you want to hop over there and have a little look.
Yeah, she's very organised, this lady. It surprises me. So yeah, works in progress have been a bit, not a lot of progress on anything particular. So I start with my starting point. It's a good place to start, isn't it? There's a song about that.
Don't start me on.
Yeah, don't start her singing.
Especially not
the sound of music. Oh my gosh, she's such a nerd. Right, okay, so last time I did the grey, the ochre, the grey and the blue. So I have actually finished clue 2 this side. It's really cool because you're knitting across for such a long time, and then you decrease and all sorts of size, so you end up with the square edge. You can see how it's going to grow. And yeah, so
I was gonna knit this, but now it's got to be fading point for me. Very exciting.
I think it should be. I think it should be for you.
I've even found a picture of the colours I want, and I've just shown John. So
yeah, I'm just about to start clue 2 on this one, so I'm not any further on this one, so everybody's seen that.
Lovely.
So that is my starting point by Hoagie Locatelli, which I'm going to meet her.
Yeah, while I'm at work.
Sorry, not sorry. She's going to be at the Curious Handmade retreat in Bath, and they're opening the marketplace to the public. And it's £5 a ticket.
And these things never happen in our neck of the woods, do they? They're always like over on the east coast or something. No, nothing ever happens in the West Country. And now it is, and I'm at work.
I'm going to take Mo. I'm sorry about that. We'll get her to sign a book for you or something.
We've got an interesting week though, haven't we, that week? It's Amy's trunk show the same week.
Amy's trunk show the same week. Mum's 70.
Oh, this will go.
It's nuts. So yeah, I'm going to go and see her here, and I'm so excited.
Well, Ho-Ho as John calls her.
Ho-Ho as John calls her. He didn't mean to call her that.
You shouted at us there.
He didn't mean to call her that. It was quite funny though.
Oh dear.
So yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
This is an exciting
this looks
whip.
lush.
I'm enjoying every stitch of this one as well. So since I knit the, what was it called? I always forget.
Was that for Lisa?
Asana wrap for Lisa in January. I
gorgeous.
have started the Yemanya wrap by Ambah O'Brien.
Love it.
And I bought the yarn at Unravel.
Iridescent.
It's so cool. So,
my word.
So it started here, and I love the gradient on this yarn. It was a sock blank by Mint Bee. There's not a lot of it left now.
Was that at Unravel?
Yeah.
She had a lovely store, didn't
Yeah,
she?
and it's
Silky.
merino and silk.
Yeah.
So it's got a lovely drape to it. And you'll see as it progresses down, it's alternated with just a grey drops. And then look at the gradient of colour.
That is
so
amazing.
pretty.
I have a similar one upstairs from Eden Yarn.
It's lovely. And then the lacy bits are in, I'm saying this for Jules in my most Bristolian accent, Knickers by Amy, Stranded Dyeworks, with a bit of stellina in it.
Got sparkle.
So, got a bit of sparkle. The lace was lovely, really nice
beautiful
lace.
shawl.
So what I'm doing now, there's like a big panel of stripes again. And then
Love
a
it.
really large panel of lace. And what's beautiful about this pattern is that because it finishes on the lace, you just keep going until you run out of yarn or until it's your desired length. So it's
perfect.
really like a really
You
nice.
can really use up loads of yarn then.
Yeah.
You can use up stash.
So it's just going to be lovely. I can't wait to wear it.
It is a
just my
very,
colours as
very,
well.
very pretty pattern.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
Ambah
see the-
O'Brien, all of her shawls are
see the
beautiful.
lace.
She's just released a new one called
Love it.
Audra.
Oh, okay.
And it looks kind of similar, like sort of stripes and then panels of lace, which is kind of her style.
Yeah.
But her shapes are really interesting. So this one is sort of, it's like a crescent merging into an asymmetrical triangle
Okay.
almost. And like she
Boomerang.
does some sort of, and she does some sort of, like long but with like parallelogram kind of
yeah.
shapes. Like they're
Sail
different.
shapes.
They're not all
No.
triangles or crescents.
Not keen
They're-
on anything too
And the way she
triangular.
styles them,
Triangular even.
the way she styles them on her patterns
Beautiful.
are really cool. I think that's what sells it
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Because I love that look.
Well, you can
like
work out how
lovely,
to wear it.
really nicely
Yeah.
styled.
I don't know
shawl.
how many shawls I've made in the past that I don't know how to wear.
Yeah, I think that's why her patterns are good because they actually sort
Yeah.
of give you suggestions.
Yeah.
When Lisa comes into work wearing the one I made her, I style her up sometimes. She's like, "Can you style me?" I don't know, but I try.
Love it. It's so exciting. Oh, I love it when somebody's wearing your thing.
I know.
So I started
Sorry.
on this.
Oh,
pattern.
Kerry, look away.
Kerry, look away. She won't be watching. It's the Barely bonnet. And it's a little hat with ears for our great whatever we do.
Nibbling.
Nibbling. So it's really little.
So tiny.
So I've made the bonnet. It's kind of
I've
inside
got
out.
to hope it doesn't have a Norman head.
Yeah, no, that's the worry.
That's
They're just joining the yarn right there, so
Ah.
that is actually the right side. Although it shouldn't have any ribbing in it, but I kind of went a bit wrong. But I think it looks quite pretty.
Oh, it's pretty, yeah.
I could try and hide that, but I'm not too
just
fussed.
turn it over.
Turn it
Fine.
inside out, and that's blocked. So I just put some ties on, and then I've started knitting the ears. But gosh, I'm finding the little
Fiddly.
needles a bit painful. So I've made half an ear, so that's like the front of an ear, which will go on the hat.
So cute.
So I really want to try and finish that. I might try
You've
and
got a
finish that
while.
today. Actually,
You've got a while, it's fine.
Hey, look at this shoddy workmanship on this bag. Shocking.
dear.
Send it back. I would.
We'll say now that was one of your early ones.
It was
and
one
you
of
wouldn't-
my early ones.
you wouldn't-
And that was hand stitching.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't sell that. Fine.
How funny.
Right, next whip. Oh, now these I started quite a while back and I haven't made a lot of progress. These are the Rita socks by Little Bobbins.
Very pretty.
So really lovely lacy pattern, and because everyone's knitting things held double with mohair, I wanted to have a go. So I've just used some socks, yeah. In, I think it had a funny name. I can't remember what the name of the yarn is. Let me find it. Larimar, colour 119.
Lovely.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
And then just some Wendy Air. Some
Nice.
cream mohair. So I've only done one pattern repeat at the moment because I did the rib, which is 1x1 twisted rib.
You're brave doing the rib holding it double. On everything I've done, I've just done the rib plain.
Yeah, I'm wet behind the ears, I don't know. So yeah, it was quite tough on the hand actually, but I did the rib and then I started the pattern and I went wrong in the pattern and it was just easier just to start again because once, you know, the mohair just makes it like Velcro, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can just about see the pattern emerging. Let me get a bit closer.
Oh, lovely.
So they're going to be really pretty. I am finding it quite tough on the hands though, because
Yeah.
obviously it's a bit tighter gauge than normal.
Yeah.
But they'll be lovely to knit, and I'm in no rush now because I won't be wearing them for a little while. But it's
Oh.
so soft.
Scrummy. But I love that it just doesn't interrupt. You can see the yarn
Yeah,
perfectly. It's
yeah.
absolutely fine.
They're just going to be lovely.
Nice
So
little bed socks.
yeah,
Love them.
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, so soft and
yeah,
lovely.
and really my colour. That
Yeah.
lovely icy blue.
Yeah, beautiful.
So yeah,
Love those.
those. So a little baby whip.
Nice. Well, I thought I'd just do something maybe with larger needles. I thought larger needles might be better for me right now. And I'd treated myself to this. This is my only acquisition since last time. Interpretation's 4, but I'm going to get number 5 and I'm going to get it signed. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I do feel really, really mean.
No, you don't.
But I feel horribly mean, but it's not going to stop me from going. You know, we might have to go out beforehand as well, but I'm not going to say anymore. I want to make this. Look at that coat.
Oh, I love that coat. I love that coat.
How stunning is that coat? There's so many things in this book that I would knit.
They're both awesome.
I love direction. I love
That one before, the page before, it was lacy. That looked
that.
pretty.
Is absolutely Little Bird.
Oh, then you have to make it if it's called
Little Bird, but it's made of lace, and that kind of terrifies me.
Yeah, but lace is no problem.
I know.
Lace is only yarn overs.
Oh, it's a really fabulous book, but I'm going with the much loved and much made.
Do you know, I only realised the other day that that was a
Thank you.
Hohi pattern. I don't know what planet I've been on.
So I'm making this, and do you know what? It's so lovely. It's such a gorgeous pattern. Her patterns are so good, like easy to follow. And I sit there going, oh, how did she do that? How did she come up with that? It's amazing. And I was knitting on this the other day, and Mr. B walked in and went, oh, that's lovely. He said, is that brioche?
He knows the words.
I was so brainwashed, that man.
It's like Dad always talks about blocking.
I love. Right, you've got these increases here. They go along there, and they're like little crosses. Look, can you see how they cross over?
So clever.
I sat there going,
Yours is the same colour as the one in the pattern.
almost the same. I happen to have a ton of this stuff in stash. So it's Samnes Garn, perfect. And it's like a morald grey and a morald pink. And I'm not really pinky, I've got red hair, but it was there and it was cheap and I bought it and I've got loads of
Well,
them.
that way it's kind of, you know, it's a practice, isn't it? It doesn't matter if it goes wrong.
And actually,
Doesn't fit
I
or
think
whatever.
I like it, and if it doesn't suit me, then somebody
it'll
will.
be alright.
So I did what Amy often does on
then.
Stranded Podcast, and I made the ribbing taller and I'll fold it over and sew it in.
That's nice. I think that looks really professional like that.
Yeah, just because I think sometimes a cast on edge can just look a bit ropey. So I've done all the increases. You do your I haven't done all the increases actually. That's rubbish. For a stop.
I was going to say, you've got tiny shoulders.
Yeah.
That's all the increasing.
I have a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's the name of the podcast today, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So yeah, you do short row shaping at the back.
I love a bit of short row shaping.
Short row shaping. Sean Connery. So yeah, I love it. If you haven't thought about knitting it, or if you have thought about knitting it, do it.
Do it.
It's so nice.
Do it.
This yarn's lovely actually. I'm looking forward to blocking it. It's just
Yeah, it's a little bit woolly, but
wool
not
nylon,
too
but
bad.
that's fine. I don't. It doesn't bother me anyway.
No.
So
A tough old boot.
I am a tough old boot.
It's been so nice.
Good
to
job,
just,
I love you, isn't it?
Right then, so my last whip is another Bonbon Bunny, as I mentioned before, and it's a very, very new whip, as you'll see. All I have is one.
Colour though.
So the colours are more leftovers from my What the Fade. It is Flamingo by Ching Fibres, held double with Life in Plastic by Easy Knit. I'm slightly concerned I'm not going to have enough, but I'm just going to go with it, and if I run out, I run out.
You'll be alright.
So I got those two, which is really nice. I just thought I'm going to make a few of them while I'm enjoying them, and then, you know, they're nice little presents, or, you know, I know a few people who are having babies who we don't know
People are always having
whether they're
babies.
pink or blue ones, so
Absolutely.
and have a little stash.
I don't think I've made a lot of progress on these, so I think I might have pulled the toe out of this one actually because it wasn't quite long enough.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
pulled
what you
the
were
toe
going to
out.
do last time.
Got the heel, but it really messed up. The stitches were twisted, and I'm a bit worried now about. I think it's what's put me off with knitting it because I think I'm going to end up with a hole somewhere. But yeah, still gorgeous. Just not really got any further on them. I have started with the second one, but yeah, the little needles are kind of freaking me out at the moment.
See, I find
painful fingers.
bigger needles hurt my hands more.
Yeah,
Bigger yarn hurts
I think
my hands more.
grip hold of it. I think I get a little. I try and kind of
See,
go
I'm a
relax.
very
relax.
loose knitter.
I get a bit, and this is the finger that kind of grips everything, and it's just just too painful at the moment. So yeah, they will
Any other
be
ways?
done. I don't think I have.
No, I don't.
I
All I've got left is a little tiny bit of stash.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right, so, excuse me. Popped into Warbath yesterday, which is one of our local yarn shops.
Now we are lucky.
We're very lucky. This is a lovely little shop.
Gorgeous.
Even if the lady's dog was just a bit rude and but there you go. I think he was pleased to see me. So I bought some. I'm sort of stockpiling some.
I want to get some
DK because this time of year I start making some Christmas presents. Because I didn't want to make things to wear necessarily because it's getting a little bit warmer. So I thought if I get some DK, I can make some mitts or hats or things to save for Christmas presents. So I got some more of this
yarn.
Erica Knight British Blue 100, which is 100% BFL.
It's like the big boy that I bought from Easy Knit.
Yeah, and the colour is called Konoko.
So lovely. Squishy.
Yeah, really squishy. So I actually used this. I bought this colour a little while back and ended up making it into a present for a friend, and I loved it so much I wanted to get some more. And also I've got a chunk of that left over, so I might be able to get
a little bit,
two hats out of that and the chunk I've got. Yeah. And the other thing I bought was another skein of socks yet in this gorgeous neon pink.
You should put it up to that ginormous one up
there. The owner of Warbath posted this on her Instagram stories the other day, and I was like, oh, I need that. It's called Xenon. You can see why it glazed.
Is so bright. Oh.
I just thought it'd be funky to have. I'm hanging on for Hohi's 2-colour sock pattern.
Yeah.
So I think that might go with a grey or something. Might be in there. I'm looking forward to that pattern.
Love it.
And then my only other acquisition is this bag of.
I did some damage with Drops Baby
Merino. Because like we said, it was
£1.90 or something.
£1.95 a ball, I think. So I got these 3 colours. Mum just made a 3-colour cashmere cowl, and I thought it might be nice for a Christmas knit.
Yeah.
So I got those 3 colours, which they didn't put the colour names, do they? So I got 21, which is black, 27 and 34, which I don't know what they're called, but they look nice together.
Mum made her 3-colour cashmere cowl using our yarn club from last month, Grand for Griggles. Kind of bluebelly colours, and she put it with 2 different ones of those, and it looked.
I think actually that one was
it was one of the colours.
I bought 2 of those as well because I thought that's quite a good neutral baby knit.
I bought some of those.
What's it called?
Sea glass.
Sea glass.
Yeah.
Colour 43.
Yeah, I bought some of that. I got some beige and I got some orange and some turquoise. So I thought I might make the baby a pumpkin hat.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
So yeah, I've got a bag full of that, but I didn't bring it down with me.
So you've actually been really restrained this month.
Yeah, I have. I bought a book and that, but then I did buy because I've been a bit meh. I treated myself. So I bought myself a sewing pattern, a Merchant and Mills sewing pattern.
So is that the pattern that you used for
that? No, that was one actually. It came out of a magazine.
So it's quite a similar dress.
Similar style, yeah, but not for stretchy fabric.
Oh, okay. I don't know those things. I don't know anything about sewing.
There's the back picture there, back and front view, and you can make tops as well. So that's the Canberra set by Merchant and Mills. And so people keep saying how nice it is to sew with double gauze.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about it.
So I've never sewn with double gauze, so I've bought myself just some spotty, and it is double layer.
Yeah, it looks kind of linen-y, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of, it's definitely got that look about it, but it actually has.
Yeah, I can see the layers.
2 layers when you peel them back, yeah. So
nice.
yeah, I just fancied doing something different. I hate buying summer clothes. When it comes to summer, I open my wardrobe and it just makes me feel really depressed because I just love wearing jeans and tops and covering myself up. Whereas you wear lovely things in the summer.
And it's really weird because you're a summer baby and I'm a winter baby, but I hate winter clothes.
Yeah.
Coats make me depressed.
Yeah, see now I love all of this.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, get
That's
rid
what
of
I want to do. And you wear all the lovely little dresses and all the bright colours, and I sit in the corner looking dowdy. So I'm going to make myself another dowdy.
I'm absolutely I'm desperate now to get out of boots and out of tights.
Now I get upset
my
when I have
head
to put my
in.
boots away.
I'm so fed up of it.
It's
so much easier to dress for work in the summer than it is the winter.
I can get that. I don't go out to work, so I understand.
You wear your pyjamas.
I just mainly stay in my bed. Yeah. I have got something exciting now. Have you got any more things?
No,
to share?
I'm done.
So we were contacted by a lovely lady on Instagram called Jessie Marie Makes, and she is doing a sock club pattern sock club on Ravelry. And so for 6 months, at the beginning of each month, she will release a new sock pattern, and she asked if we would like to donate some yarn for the August pattern, and she's going to knit up her sample knit in our yarn, Just Rust, I think I sent her in the end with some Stellina. And so she's doing the Harry Potter sock club, Philosopher's Stone sock club even. So she's got a group on Ravelry, it's a new group, Jessie Marie Makes. If you join the group and at the beginning of June, she will release the first pattern. If you buy the first pattern, you can join in the knit along. And in June, it will be Half Moon Spectacles. In July, Baby Norbert. August will be Diagon Alley, and that will be our yarn. In September, Hogwarts Express. October, Quidditch Fever. And November, Gred and Forge. And so, yeah, Cowl running from the 1st of June when the pattern is released, and you can find all the details at Jessie Marie Makes on Ravelry. So keep an eye out in August for the pattern that's made out of our yarn. Really excited. So she's sending me patterns so that we could share them. We could share them.
Lovely.
So we'll get the patterns and yeah.
Lovely. So
You'll
we'll
probably
hopefully knit some up.
Yeah, you'll probably knit.
I do like a new sock pattern.
Wow, yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It'll just be good fun. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Lovely.
yeah, support her.
Thank you.
So I think she's new to this, so it's quite exciting. And we have a set to give away.
Oh, we've never done a giveaway before.
We're doing a giveaway. So we do have a giveaway. So 1st of June, whoever wins this will get the first pattern sent to them on Ravelry. So we don't have a Ravelry group, so if you will leave a comment down below, as everybody says, leave a comment. And I just thought maybe you could just say who your favourite Harry Potter character is and why.
And we won't know
because
we know nothing about Harry Potter.
We have no idea
At all.
I
think I watched half of the first film with Max and fell asleep.
Yeah, I kind of did the similar thing, but then actually the Christmas before last they played them all. They showed them all on TV at Christmas, and we watched every one of them. And actually, I really enjoyed them. But I'm not a fan or anything. I can't get into stuff like that, but I know there are lots of people out there who do love it. So if you have a favourite character, tell us who they are and why. And then we'll pick somebody to win this sock club.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great prize.
Oh, our first giveaway.
There we go. Proper podcasters.
Oh. I don't know if I've got anything else left.
Right then. So, should we hand over to John then?
I think we should. Okay. I'm just going to check my notes. My brain doesn't actually work. So yeah, if you're going to the Curious Handmade Market on the 9th of May, give us a shout out. I want to see everybody who goes.
Right then.
Yeah,
let's hand over to John. See you later.
Bye.